like, girl, what's going on? You on a new channel. But welcome to Glameres Gems Luxe. So my name is Ebony and this is my new channel where I'll be sharing boss babe videos, entrepreneurship videos, and motivational videos, just sharing with you gems how we can boss up and level up, okay? So yes, make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell, that way you never miss a new video. Leave a big thumbs up and plenty of comments down below. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the video. So y'all, this is very important, okay? There are so many things that comes with starting a new business, so I want to simplify it and just help you gems get on the right path and avoid any headache or mishap and do things right the first time. That way your business can be successful fresh out the starting gate. So in starting a business, you want to figure out, what kind of business do I want to have? Do I want to sell hair? Do I want to sell shoes? Do I want to sell clothes? What is it that you want to do? So once you figure that out and you're like, okay, I'm going to sell hair, which is what I'll be selling with Glameres Gems Luxe, hair, lashes, and accessories, okay? And there will be more to come with that. Once you figured that out, you want to go ahead and get you a notepad. Very important, because you want to jot down all of your to-do list and everything, all the new information you gather, you want to jot it down, okay? Figure out a name for your business. So with me, I figured out Glameres Gems Luxe, mainly because that's just my entire brand, Glameres Gems. So once you figured out the name for your business, you want to go ahead and get your domain name. Now I know a lot of y'all gonna be like, do that first? What, girl, what you talking about? Yes, do that first. Go on GoDaddy.com or wherever you can find a domain name, which is just your website, your .com, and you want to have a .com, and you want to go ahead and just purchase your domain name. The reason I say to do this first is because if you've come up with a unique name for your business, you want to make sure that no one else can have that name, okay? So you want to go ahead and get that domain name secured first. GoDaddy is only $11 per year, which is like $1 a month. If you can't afford that, sis, you don't need to be in business. But anyway, go ahead, get that. Then you want to go ahead and go to your Secretary of State website for whatever state you're in. So I'm in Georgia, so it's sos.ga.gov. So it'll just be sos.blank.gov for you. Register your business. It costs me $100 to do, and I have my business registered within 9 business days. But here's the crazy part. Before you do that, search the name on your state, your Secretary of State, to see if anyone has it, because somebody had Glameres Gems in Georgia and I had to actually add Luxe on the end, and I was not happy about that. So yeah, go ahead and do that. So anyway, once you have registered your business with the state, the very next thing you want to do is get your EIN number. So the reason why you want to get your EIN number, and in case you don't know what that is your employer identification number. It is going to be a way for your business to have its own identity for tax purposes and all of that. So you want to make sure that you get that through irs.gov. You can get one per day for free. It's free of charge for you. But the reason you want to do this after you go ahead and register the business is because if you're in a situation like me where your name was taken and you already have an EIN number, you're going to now have to either change your EIN name, which can be time consuming, especially if you're trying to launch now, or you're going to have to go ahead and get a whole nother EIN number, which is what I had to do. So let's go over everything that I've already said. So you want to go ahead and pick your name. You want to go ahead and get your domain name. You want to go ahead and register your business and then get your EIN number. So after you have done those steps, now you want to go ahead and get a business checking account. So you want to go ahead and open up your business checking account and find you a bank that is kind of on a smaller scale, not like a Bank of America or a Wells Fargo or Chase, because those banks tend to charge maintenance fees, which can be a little pricey for a new business owner. But I know not all business owners are strapped for cash, but if you're anything like majority, you want to save costs any way that you can. So if you can find a smaller bank like a credit union or just a smaller bank that can kind of look into other ways of having lower costs and just their fees and pricing, definitely go with that option. And once you have your business checking account established, now you want to go ahead and open up a PayPal checking account. So the PayPal checking account for your business is free, and you're going to have your EIN number and your registration prior to opening that. So you want to go ahead and do that afterward. And then you want to open up a Square account as well, which is also free. So once you have all of these things done, you can take an additional step, which is what I did, which was get a reseller's license. Now, I am not a tax professional or anything like that, so I cannot give you all legal advice, but you want to go ahead and look into that and see if it works for you. I personally chose to do it because I have plans to resell other products, and I just want to make sure I cross my T's and dot all of my I's, okay? So yeah, go ahead and just do your research on that. Once you have all of your documents in a row, you want to have some kind of filer or something where you keep your documents, and I like this opposed to just a file cabinet right now because I'm new, because if I have to go and handle business or do business meetings, I could just take what I need with me when I go. So yeah, once you've done all of that, okay, depending on your credit and where your credit is at, when you go to open that business checking account, you may be extended credit options, credit solutions like business credit cards, a business line of credit. It just depends. Most banks want you to wait for about 2 years before they start extending business credit. However, there are options for new business owners to get business credit, and a lot of the times these options are being extended to business owners when they open their business checking account. So you definitely want to do your research and just see what options are available, because if you're able to get business credit established to you, you're already ahead of the game, because you're able to be in a position where you can fund your business needs without having to pay for them out of pocket. And doing that, you're separating your business expenses from your personal expenses, which is very important for record keeping for when you file your taxes at the end of the year, and just making sure you can keep a record of everything that you need to do. Okay, so you want to go ahead and take these steps to go ahead and get your business and stuff going. Once all of the logistics are done, the very next thing that you want to go ahead and do is start searching for vendors, okay? So a great place, I'm gonna give you 2 places that you can look for vendors. The first place that I went to was Instagram, and you just go to Instagram tags and you can type in like wholesale shoe vendors, or wholesale mink lashes, or wholesale virgin hair extensions. Whatever it is that you're looking to sell, go ahead and put that in the tags and just scroll and scroll and scroll. You want to check out these pages to see how many followers they have, look at their pictures, do research, and just see if you want to go ahead and reach out to them. I will recommend having at least 5 to 10 potential vendors that you actually want to seek out and just kind of see what they have, okay, before you make a decision. And you can narrow your decision down to 2 or 3 of them, because you want to make sure that you're getting the best price, okay? You want to make sure that you're getting a good relationship with your vendor, because if you decide to go with them, you're going to be doing business with them, so you want to have a good relationship with your vendor. But also you want to make sure that you're asking the necessary questions needed, so that way you can make sure that you know when is shipping, how long is shipping, what's their prices, how much can they do in a month. It's so many different questions that you have to ask, and I'm going to get into that I'm going to get more in detail with that in another video, okay? But I'm not going to cover that right now because it's so much and I just want to break it up as I go. But my point is, you want to find your vendors after you've done all of this. And the reason why I say that is because you want to find this, you want to have an intent to fund like as soon as you start your business. Not everyone has financial resources that they can get from their parents. If you do, more power to you, that's awesome, okay? But if you're someone like me, I didn't have financial resources from just anyone that I can pull from. I don't have parents or anyone in my family that I can depend on financially, so I'm that person to depend on, okay? So I had to figure out ways that I can get business funding and things like that. And just from my knowledge and my experience, I would recommend y'all to look into ways to legitimately have funding prior to even finding a vendor. Because what's going to happen when you find that vendor, okay, you're going to want to sample the products. You're not going to want to just place your order. You're going to want to sample products. Now, me personally, I have spent over $400 already sampling products, okay? So it is not a cheap process to do at all. So why do that with your own money? Why not do that with business funding? I mean, that way you're investing and you can say, well, this was purchased on behalf of my business and all of that kind of stuff. So that's my whole point, y'all, because we still have other bills and other financial obligations we have to adhere to. So if you can really focus on getting business funding prior to finding your vendors and all of that, it's going to save you a headache. So that way when they're like, okay, well, we can do this for this price, you already have money on behalf of your business where you're like, okay, perfect, I can go ahead and use my business credit card for this, sample out the products. And then the reason why you want to have the PayPal account is because you want them to send invoices through your PayPal account to show business transactions, and then you want to have the business checking account to actually link that to the PayPal account, so that way it's all linked together, so you're showing business transactions. That way if you need a business loan, you're already starting to show business transactions, you know, as time progresses. And that's a whole nother video, but my point is, if you do it this way first and then focus on the vendors and all of the other intricate details next, I think that you're gonna already be ahead of the game, because a lot of people do this last and then they fell in love with the vendor, they fell in love with the products, they have so many ideas of what they want to do, but now they're stuck because they don't know how they're going to fund it, okay? And that's how a lot of new business owners end up not even launching their business. So I don't want you to do that. The final thing that I would say, because I know I kind of jumped all over the place, but again, stay with me, because I will have multiple videos on how to find vendors, how to do a business plan, all of that stuff. I will have multiple videos on that. But another thing that you want to do is you want to have a business phone number, you want to have a business email, and you want to have a business website. And again, I'm going to talk a little bit more in depth about that, because building a website, if you're doing it on your own and you're not really tech savvy, it's a lot. I'm building my website on my own because I'm just saving costs any way that I can. But if you have money where you can leverage someone to build your website, a great place to outsource for that would be like Fiverr, or even on YouTube, they have a lot of graphic designers that do websites. But either way, my point is that there is so much that comes within starting a business. So why not do the logistics first, knock all of that out, do that right the first time, and focus on getting your business funding first. That way when you go to look for your vendors and you start figuring out, well, what products you want to sell, you're not struggling on how to find business funding, okay? That's the main goal or main purpose of this video, that I wanted to let y'all know that I've recently started my own business, and any errors or flaws that I make that I find a simpler way of doing, I will share with you, gems, so that way it's easier for you when you're wanting to start your business. So hopefully this video wasn't all over the place, y'all. Trust me when I tell you there's more videos coming in the upcoming week. I will have another video for you all next week coming out. So yeah, just stay tuned. Give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to leave plenty of comments down below with questions, all of the above. And until next time, I will see you gems in the next video. Bye.